going to do a simple application by using the routing mechanism where we can add an extra routes to our application and all. To do that one, maybe I saw a couple of examples that what you people are working. Still you people are not adapting to the workspace environment. But it doesn't mean that every application should be developed in that environment. As I told you that already to you, we can create our own applications as well with the help of what? We can create our own applications directly from here. Just give me a minute. I'll reduce the size appearance. Right. Now you can see what I supposed to do is I'll be creating a new project over here without going with the existing one. So to do that one, I am using ng new and I wanted to create an application, and the name of the application is going to be shopping cart, or else let's say shopping is the one that what I am giving. Otherwise you may give it any name. Maybe I can go with an Amazon as well. I'm just giving like this and then click on OK. And okay, sorry, no need to give that application. I'm sorry. Ng new and give that application name directly. I don't want to make you confused. Let's clear the screen. Ng new and that app name that what we wanted to create, I'm just writing that is Amazon. And see the time when I'm giving it here, would you like to add that angular routing or not? So that I can say yes, because routing is important for us, and then click on CSS. This is the last project that what I'm creating from the scratch. And after that onwards, like I'll again back to the workspace environment only. That is the reason. Now you can see I'm going to install all the packages over here. It might take a minute for me to do that, because like it has to download all the node module. Earlier it was not taken this much time because all the node modules are downloaded at the time of creating the workspace, and the same thing we are using it. So that is the reason the last examples it is not required, but now we are downloading everything from the scratch. Right. Now you see the application is getting created. Now what I want to do is I'll be going to that application. That is where I'm using CD Amazon, so that like it will go to there. And now I'll be open with the help of Visual Studio Code. Now this is how a brand new application that I have created. And from here, I want to do what? The remaining things. So the first thing we wanted to install the bootstrap and all, so that what I can do, npm install, what I need to install, bootstrap has to be hyphen hyphen save you can give, so that like it will get saved, but it is optional command, hyphen hyphen save. Earlier it was important, but now it is not. And the same way, npm install bootstrap icons hyphen icons I can give, and if you can just save okay, then automatically it will get installed. Now everything I have installed. Now let me add that into that application. So how I can add it? Go to that src. Under that we have the styles folder where I can give an import URL. Now this time I'm in the node module, and the package that what I'm searching is bootstrap disk CSS. I'll be using bootstrap.css that what I can give. And the same time I'll be using an import URL where I can give node module, and I can say that bootstrap icon font bootstrap icon dot CSS that what I can do. The basic sanity is done. Now I'll be starting working with that application. And as the part of that application development, I hope you people might already aware of how to create a folder structure and everything. So first what I want to do, I don't want to create any new modules here. Rather, what I want to do is I'm going to open this with integrated terminal. Otherwise, like, even from here also you can create. Directly from here also you can write. I'll show you that. Now what I want to do, I just wanted to create some service. And generally what is a service? A service is a collection of function, reusable functionalities, which we can use it across the different component. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to prepare a service, and that service will interact with this fake store API endpoints. That means we have the different endpoints here. Products is one endpoint that we are having. And at the same time, we have product based on the category and based on the ID and based on the category name. Like that, we have different ways where you can get the data. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to use these endpoints to do that one. Okay. I'm going to use these endpoints over here. That is what my requirement. So how I can make use of it? To use that, first what I can do is, I'll come to here. I'm going to generate a service. So how to generate a service? ng G for generate. I wanted to generate a service, and the name of the service is going to be, let's say, products is the name. Don't give the file extensions with the type of the type of that element. Suppose if you wanted to create maybe, let's say, details component, then the name should be the detail. If you can give the details component at the time of creating itself, then the name would be details component and then component. So that is where, don't give it wrongly. I am just write something like Amazon products is the service name, hyphen skip hyphen test I can say, and click on OK, so that automatically the service is getting created. Now, even though I'm not running from here where it was created, you can see that Amazon hyphen products dot service dot cs, it is created under the tab folder or not? Yes or no? That means by default it is created under the app folder that what we are having. And the same way, you need not to run from here. Just for an example, I'm telling you. And the same way, I have created one service. One service is enough to connect with any number of API, so that I created something like this. And then what I want to do, I'm going to have a guard as well. So for that reason, okay, generally I wanted to keep this in a service folder. Just for your understanding, I'm creating directly from here. Now you see, I wanted to create what? Ng, G for generate. I just wanted to create a class, a simple TypeScript class that what I wanted to have. And the name of the class is going to be, maybe I can have it as going to be the contract, product details contract, that what I can say. And here, this I wanted to create it under the contracts folder. What is the name of the folder here? Contracts is the name of the folder. So that what I can do, product details contract, and hyphen skip hyphen test I can give, and then click on OK. Now you can see what happened here. Internally, under the tab folder, a new folder is created with the name contract, and there we have the product details.ts, and here I'll make it as going to be an interface. Okay, understood how to create the folders? Now the same way, I wanted to create a component, so that all the components we wanted to have it in a components folder, so that what I can do, ngg c for the component, and the name of the component, maybe I can say Amazon admin, that what I can give. And where you wanted to create it, I wanted to create it under the components folder, so that I can write something like this, and then hyphen skip hyphen test, that what I can give, and click on OK, so that it gets created. And not only created, it created with what? A separate folder also for us. Okay, clear now how to create the folders and everything. Everything you can do from the command prompt. That is that advantage. And not only that, let me create, couple of components. I wanted to add like, more components to this one, so that ngg, okay, I'm sorry, directly we can write here itself, ngg, and already Amazon admin is done. Okay, so that I'll be going with Amazon details, that what I can give, and then hyphen skip hyphen test, that what I can say, and then click on OK. And the same time, I just wanted to have the next one is going to be, I'll be having electronics, and the next one is going to be, we do have the home component, so that I'll be having home component. And after that, I'm going to have the starting page, that is index component, that what I wanted to have. And after that, I'll be having maybe, I'm writing like some logic remaining, that you people can finish from your end. I'll be using jewelry is the one. And also, I just wanted to have something that is the login functionality. That is where I'm just using Amazon login. And at the same time, we wanted to have something like men's, and then women's, and then maybe I can say details is done. I told you to cover the child routing as well, right? So that what I can do, more details is the component, that what I am trying to create. Suppose if any link which is not the part of the current system, then what I can do, I'll be creating a separate one, that is what not found I can give. Just go with that. So I created all the components here. You can observe the structure here, how big it is now. Now we have like these many components that I have created. I created a service, and for this service also, I'll be doing one thing. Let me add a folder. This is not the right way to have. I'll be having services. Under that, I'll keep it. That's it. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, services, contract, and then component. So the first thing is going to be, we just wanted to prepare our service where you can get like, the data from different places. That is what the requirement. So for that one, I told you I'm going to execute these four APIs to perform the task. One is used to get all the product. Another one is used to get the product based on what? ID. And third one, get the product based on the category. And fourth one, get the product based on the category name. Okay, get all the products categories and then get the product based on the category. Now, what I want to do, the service that what I am preparing, that will do, that will be used to communicating with that API and get all the data. For that, we will be having, we need some support from here. So that what I can do, I'll go to the project and then Flipkart app, SRC, app folder. I'm sorry, assets, no, where it is? Directives demo, maybe I can go app folder, contracts, product contract. I'll edit with the notepad. Let me copy the same and then keep it over here. Okay. Okay. Because like, the same thing that what I have used even at the time of preparation. Now, what are all the methods are required for us to do this one? The first method is going to be, okay, this is how it is going to be. First, what we want to do, public. I'll be writing a method that is going to be get product that what I can give. That is the first, sorry, get products I can give. This is the first method where it will communicating with the service and get the product details. Same way, user will enter that ID from the front end, and based on that ID also we want to display the data. So that is the reason where what I can do, get product by ID that what I can give, and where user can enter that ID, and based on that I wanted to get the product value. That is the second requirement. Clear now? And then the third requirement is going to be, I just wanted to get all the category information. See here, we have all the category information. We wanted to get that particular category over here. So that let me write public get categories. Public get categories is the method that what I am trying to prepare. And the last one is going to be get the category based on the category name. So that public, okay, get product by category name, that what I can say. And here user has to supply the category name, then only we will be able to get. And then I am taking it as a string, and then we will be getting it. Clear na? That means all get operations only I'm using right now. Post, put, delete, we can't make it over here. So that is the reason I'll be doing that separately by connecting with another mission. That is like, by the .NET or Java application. I'll try to show you how we can make it. Don't worry. But now what I can do, I'm able to perform like all the get operations here. Now tell me how to connect with the APIs. Yesterday only we learned by using which class? Yesterday. What class we used? Tell me what class we used yesterday? HTTP client class. Very good. So that what I can do, I'll be using the same private, create an object, and then it is of type what? HTTP client, that what I can say. And this HTTP client class is available. Where it is available? It is available under, I am using that import statement where I can give HTTP client from where it is available @angular / common / HTTP has to be given. HTTP has to be given. And the second important thing is, in case of fake store API, it is an array holding object, but in case of NASA API, the array holding another array, and also the jagged array also have that object to create a contract for that. Okay. First we'll see this one. Okay. Please ask the questions here. If you don't need, anyhow, I completed all the topics, majority. I can take a simple example and I can complete the remaining. First, listen this carefully. It's very important. Okay. Yep. Right. Now you see, I'm using HTTP client, but the same time, whenever you use the HTTP client, then it is must to use HTTP client module or not. Yes or no? Yesterday we got an error. So that is the reason I'm just adding the HTTP client module in my module section. And now I'll be writing the method. So how to do that one? The first thing is going to be, I'm using get product of type observable. Observable of what type of data we are getting here? I'm having product details array type data. That what I'm getting. I'm getting the data of what type? Product details array type. And then I'm going to connect with my server and frequently get the packets of the data. That is my requirement. So how I can do that one? To do that, I am using a return statement. This dot underscore HTTP dot, we have a method that is get method. And then here you will be providing some and also one more thing. Yesterday, anyhow, we have seen, I just wanted to make this data should be available something like this. Now what I can do, I'll copy that and then giving it over there. That's it. This is the one. It's very important. That is the one. That means the first method is ready. What this method is will do, this will communicating with this API and get all the product and keep it maintained with the help of, in the form of observable. Now the same way here also, just what I can do, observable of, but here you are not getting an array of data, rather based on that ID, we will be having one product only, because ID is the unique one where you can have one product only that we are getting. So that I'm going to write something like this: return, same, return this dot underscore HTTP dot, we have a method that is get method, where I can say product detail type, and then you can pass the URL along with the ID. So that what I can do, I'll be selecting the second one. I'll be selecting the second one and then come back here and provide that in place of one, I'll be giving an ID that what I'm having. That's it. Okay. So get products is the one and get product by ID is the another one. Now it's time for writing get categories. And get categories here, you can observe that what type of data it is giving. What type of data here it is? It is an array. It's a string array generally. So that what I can do, I'll be taking here this as of type observable of, I'm using what? String array. And then I'm going to write something like this: return this dot HTTP dot, we have a method that is the get method, which should accept string array data and where I can provide the URL. So that I'll come back here and then get all the categories. That's it. It's done. And the same way, we just wanted to get based on the category name. Now you can observe the fourth URL that we have prepared. I'm giving the category name as going to be the jewelry. So that you see, Are we getting a single product or multiple products here? Multiple product, and these products also, every product is a single JSON and that is associated in a array. So that what I can do, this is of type, this is of type observable of, I'll be using product detail. Okay, product details, that what I can give detail, and the type is going to be an array, and here the URL would be changed, so that let me write return this dot http dot, we have the get, and then product details array type, and then I'm going to give the URL over there. So how to give the URL? Just let us copy that, and at the same time pasted it over here. And here you can observe it, the category is hard coded here, but we just have to display based on the value user has provided, so that I am giving the category name. Any questions until here? Tell me. Any questions for anyone, guys? Any questions for anyone? No questions? Everyone is clear? Perfect. Good. Right. So this is the one that what I have finished. Now what I want to do, I am going to use, okay, I am going to use, didn't you attend yesterday's session, Ravindra? Have you attended yesterday's session? Tell me. Okay. Okay, see why I have given, I'll explain you, don't worry. Now, generally, like, get products will get and all the product, but coming to the get product by ID, user may click on, like, let's say I'm going to display all the product details in a table or somewhere. When user click on that particular number, then based on that we have to get that value or not. Suppose I'm giving, you see here, the second one you can see, if I'm giving one first product, if I'm giving two second product, if I'm giving three the third product, if I'm giving four the fourth product has to be. That means when user has given a value here, dynamically it has to fetch the product detail. That is the reason I'm giving get the product based on the ID. I hope categories is clear, and the get product based on the category name. Now you can observe the URL here, what we have. Okay, this is the one. And here I use the jewelry, so that like it is getting the jewelry related product. Suppose here, if I'll be using maybe in place of jewelry, electronics, if I'm giving, am I able to get all that electronics products or not? Tell me. Yes or no? Am I able to get it or not? So that means here, every method is having its own implementation, and I'm just defining it. My client is says that, okay, implement like, for implementation, and then you can provide the solution for that. That is what the requirement. So that I created total 4 methods in my service. One is user to get all the product, and URL is different. And second one, get the product based on that ID. And third one, get the category. And the fourth one, get the product based on the category name. I'm going to get like, all these values like this. And now in my application, I have my component, and the component is going to be index component. I'll make the index component as my startup, so that if we can go to that index component, here what I want to do, I just wanted to write div, the class as going to be container, and I wanted to make this as my startup, so that let us copy this one, select R, and go to the index.html, and then giving it over here. I'll be writing something like this. This is the one. And at the same time, Same time you can see I have app module.ts and I have an index component and then giving it over there. This is the second one. And then what I want to do, I'm going to run my application by clear the screen. Maybe let's say ng yes hyphen o if I'm giving, so that automatically it will run. Okay, now it runs that application. Still it is going to be now you can see right now it is empty. Just maybe I can write home, save it and then come back. Okay, perfectly it's working, right? So now what I want to do, I'll be having div as going to be container fluid, and then I'll be taking a header and then I'm giving the margin top as going to be 2 and the background as going to be the dark, and at the same time text hyphen white, that what I can say, and I'll be giving some padding, and at the same time I'll be providing some links here. The links has to be displayed in same line, and after that justify hyphen content hyphen in between, sorry, not in between, justify hyphen content between that what I can give, and this is the header where I can give a div, and I just wanted to write something like Amazon, and even this is also going to be under some h2 that what I can give, and after that I'll be providing a div, and in this div I'll be giving the class as going to be the navigation and provide the links over here. So how to provide the link? The first one is going to be a router link is equal to. Hope you remember how to create the links, because I wanted to create it as a single page application, so that a router link is equal to, I am giving some name over here, that is the name home I am giving. After that the second one is going to be, maybe I'll be writing men's, so that I'll be writing men's fashion, and the same time I'll copy that and then giving it over here. Okay, women's fashion, that what I can give. So here the name is also going to be, let's have the women, that what I can say, and at the same time I'm taking an anchor tag, sorry, an anchor tag here, router link is equal to. Don't ask me, Srikant, what is router link, because I have already explained about it. Jewelry, and where I can say jewelry, and the next one is going to be, we have electronics, so that let's have the electronics, that what I can say, and here also electronics, and the last one is going to be, maybe I can go with an admin, and here also let's have admin portal, that what I can give, and this is the one. And after that let's have a simple div over here, and I'll be having a span, and which contain bootstrap icon, and at the same time margin 2 for 3. This is one span, second span, and third span, and you can see I'll be using bootstrap icon, heart icon I'll be using, and at the same time bi hyphen person icon, that what I'll be using, and the last one is going to be bootstrap icon, search icon, that what I can use, and save it. And at the same time, once if user click on here, we just wanted to render the content in some other place. So for that what I can do, I'll be taking a section which contains margin top as going to be 3. And how to render the content? Hope you remember that is a router outlet. Now see the design. This is how it is going to be. Amazon is the one. Okay, I'll be using container hyphen fluid, save it and then come back here. Now you see home, men's fashion and women's fashion jewelry that we are having. Just a minute. Uh, Nothing is there. I just wanted to bring like, the CSS in stuff writing. Just I'll copy the CSS where I'm having it in my previous example. I'll be giving it over here because like the same kind of assignment, we have done it in our Flipkart session, I guess, Flipkart example. But the only thing here is we will be creating it as a single page application. So I'll be providing something like this and save it. And now you can see this is how it is going to be. The application is going to be something like this. Home, men's fashion, women's fashion, and jewelry, electronic, and then we have the admin portal that what we are having here. Clear? Now, when user click on it, then you can see I'm going to navigating to the router link that is what home. When user click on this one, men's, when user click on it, women, and when user click on jewelry, electronics and admin that what we are having, but where we have to configure all these things, where I supposed to configure all these things, that's my question. Where I have to configure all these things. How the links are going to be work? How the links are going to be work? Very good. Nice. That means in where? In a router module. Nice. Very good, guys. That means what I can do, I'll go to my SRC. Under the tab folder, we have a app routing module is available. There we have to specify how the look and feel is going to be. Now for that, what I can do, I'll be using the first parameter as going to be the path. And here I am using home. If that is a case, which component you guys wants to write, I'll be using Amazon home component. I can say this is the first one. And the same way, I'll be writing the second component. What is the second one? Do remember whatever the name you people have given, exactly it should match with that name. Otherwise, like you will be not able to get it. Now I am just using Amazon men's component. And at the same time, I'll be having another one so that I'll copy that and give it over here. The next one is going to be what we are having, women's component, so that I'll be using Amazon women's component that what I can say. At the same time, I'm going to use the fourth one is going to be jewelry, and where I can say here Amazon jewelry that what I can give. And the fifth component is going to be let's have. I'll copy this, and the fifth component is going to be electronics that what I can give. And here also let me give that electronics and then Amazon electronics component. And the last one is going to be that admin, so that you can go to that admin. Okay, let us copy this and then giving it as an admin. And here I'll be writing Amazon admin that what I can give and save it. Now you can see once if it is done, then come back here. When user click on home, I'm able to see the home component works or not. You can see men's, women's, jewelry, electronics, and admin, that what we are having. Any questions here? Any questions here? And the next important thing here is, whenever if user has executed like this and then just refresh it once, you can see I'm just executing. Is it executed any component here right now? No component is executed, but I wanted to set the home component as my startup. So how I can do that one? I'll be giving the path as going to be empty. Then I'll be using redirect to what component? Amazon home component, and the path match is going to be full, that what I can give. Sorry, path match is going to be full, that what I can give. Redirect to is available, I guess. What is that error? The type of, okay. Okay, so here don't give this one. Where you wanted to navigate, that you can give. Just this is that another approach. I'm just navigating. Yeah, this is wide lookout. No need to write the component. That is where, like, see everything. Every time, like, why should I go with that? This is one approach. No, Srikanth, I don't want to follow. Yesterday you explained something like this. Path is going to be an empty. Then I just wanted to go with the component that is going to be Amazon home component. If you wanted to go, that is also fine. Both are exactly the same. Okay, because like you're not the kids to not to understand. Okay, Kumaraswamy, I'll add the login. Otherwise, why should I create the login component here? Just to think yourself before asking. Tell me. Okay, yeah, definitely. We'll be adding. Now you can see I'm having something like that. This is the one that what I have written. Now the next one is going to be, I mean, both are same, guys. Whatever I have written here, both are same. There is no difference. And the next one is going to be, suppose if the path is going to be not matched, that is what 2 stars has to be given. Then I'm going to load a component that is going to be not found component I can give, and save that application. And if you guys can run that application once, now you see I'll be removing everything and click on OK. By default it comes to the home or not? Understood? I'll be removing everything, you can see there, and then click on OK. By default it start that execution from home. That is what I am doing. Nothing apart from that one. Jewelry, electronics, admin, everything is working. But for the login, I'll explain you separately, because login requires a separate concept. That is what route guards concept is available. I'll explain you that particular concept there. Don't worry about it. I don't want to skip. Definitely we will be doing it. Now, the next thing is going to be, in the home component, we just wanted to display all the images. That is what our requirement. So how I can do that one? For that one, what I want to do is, I'll go to my Amazon home component. You can see, and there under the TS file, let us use a constructor, and then here inside the constructor, I'll be creating an object for my service. And what is the service name we are having here? What is the service name? Amazon product service, that what we are having. Okay, that means in the home component, we wanted to get all the data which is available on my server. So to do that one, first thing what I have done, I create dependency injection system, as services are going to be injectable type. So that is the reason. Now what I can do, I'm using public. We just wanted to have the product and the type is going to be product details array type, that what I can give and give with an empty value. And this code, I hope you people might already aware of it. That is where I'm going a bit faster. If anyone who are not able to find it out, just to do let me know. Now here, what I can do, I'm writing a simple method, public. Okay, whenever my application works, then I can get it. So that is where what I can do is I'll be using ng on init. So that ng on init, and here what I can do, this dot, okay, service dot, I'm going to subscribe to that particular service by calling a method that is get products dot, we have a method that is a subscribe method. Okay, we have a method that is subscribe method, and here in the subscribe method, it gives me the data, and that data I just wanted to bind it to my products that what we are having. Did you understand what I'm doing? That means in my service, I prepared a method that is what? Get products method, which will gives me a continuous data. Now that data, I just wanted to get to my component and assign it to the local variable. And this variable, I'm going to iterate it over there. So how I can do that one? I'll go to my HTML page, and then let us have a div, and then we have like different, multiple items are available, so that I'll be using flex, and then flex wrap I can use. After that, I'll take a div where I can give some margin for that one, and I'm going to display that. No need to have the JSON. Pavan, yesterday you missed the session. I have clearly just read the notes that I have posted. Okay. Very good. Right. Now you can see what I'll try to do. I'm going to use ng for is equal to let item of what it is going to be, products is the one. Now every time we will be getting an item, so that what I can do, I'll be providing an image src here, and then I'm going to write something like item dot image, that what I can say, and the same time I'll be giving some height is equal to, let's give around 100 pixel, and at the same time width is going to be some around 100, that what I can give. And after that, let's have a button. I don't want to display everything over here. Now what I want to do, I'll be taking a paragraph. I'll be taking what? A paragraph over here. And this paragraph contains an anchor tag which provide a link again, and the link is going to be details slash whatever that item we are having, item dot, I'll be giving an ID, and then here what I can do, maybe I'll be creating it as a button. Just look and feel is going to be button, btn, maybe I can say the primary button, and then you can see here I'll be writing something like details, and save it, and then you can see the design how it is going to be. I have all the products here or not? Tell me. Initially, I don't want to display anything unless if user click on this detail, I have to display. But right now, do we have like, the details is configured here? I just created it, but I haven't configured anything, right? Yes or no? So that is the reason it is showing me what? Not found, because I haven't configured in my routing module. If I'm configured, I'm able to get it. Okay, so for that reason, what I can do, I just wanted to go to my app routing module one more time. Okay, app routing module one more time, and then I'll be providing a path here. And do remember always, these are wildcard routes. Okay, wildcard routes, that what we are calling, always try to keep them at the end. Okay, at the end of the routing collection, you just try to keep them. Nothing will happen. Some cases, like, it is not able to understand what is wildcard and what is normal route. That is the reason. Now what I can do here, let us write another path here. Now what is the path here we have provided? What path we provided? You can see there, we provided a path that is what? Details. Under this detail, if you can remember, I am passing an ID or not? Tell me. Yes or no? Now that has to be configured, so that first one is going to be what we are having, details slash. To create the route parameter, we use what? A colon, and the name of the parameter can be any name. I am just giving here the name as ID. Shrikant, writing the colon is mandatory? Yes. At the time of creating or configuring the routing, if you people wants to provide any dynamic parameter, that is the route parameter, create that with the help of what? A colon, and then ID has to be given. Okay, colon is mandatory. ID is going to be any name. Maybe you can give category ID here, or category name, or product ID. If you wanted to give, you can. Like that, any name you can give here for the variable or the parameter name, but the parameters must be created with the help of what? Colon. That is important. And at that moment, which component you wanted to execute? Amazon details component. Amazon details component, that what I am trying to execute. Okay, na? Now you see, if you can come back here, I'll be at home page. I'm able to see the data. Now, when user click on this detail, I'm navigating to the details and then one, right? Observe the URLs, guys. It's very important. I'm having my home page here. When user click on this particular detail link, internally what I'm doing, I'm sending my request to where? Details/4. And again, you see, when user click on here, details/15, that what I am sending. When user click on here, I am sending what? Details/12, that what I am sending. That means by using the routing mechanism, I'm going to assign a value to this particular one. From where I'm assigning? From here. Every time it creates a new link for me at the time of iteration of the products, and each and every time this button is iterated and assigned with some ID. Now what I am trying to do, when user click on here, okay, when user click on here, then I'm redirecting to router link. And what is the router link we provided? Details/ID is the parameter. Now in that parameter, I am giving the value. That is the reason, if you guys can click on anywhere, we will be getting the corresponding ID. Clear na? Now the next step is going to be, this ID we are getting in which component? Which component we have to get? Amazon details component has to be get. That means in the Amazon details component, we supposed to get that particular one. So for that reason, now based on the ID, we supposed to get, like, only like one data, right? I mean, based on that ID, we can get only one product or multiple product? Only one product, obviously. So that is the reason where what I can do, I'll go to here. Okay, just to keep it as it is, app routing and product service and home component usage is done. Now coming to here, Amazon detail, I'll go to my TS and come back here. The first thing is going to be, I'll be creating a simple fake store product. So public, okay, product, and then product, the type is going to be the product detail, and then I'll be adding some default values to that. So that ID is 0, category is a string that what I can assign. After that, description is also a string. After that, image is also going to be a string. And after that, we have the price. Price is going to be a number. And after that, rating. Okay, rating is also going to be 0. Sorry. Okay, count is 0. And after that, rate is also going to be 0. And do we have anything missed? Title, so that I can give the title. Just an empty object that I have created over here. And the second thing is going to be to this component from the routing, from the URL, we are sending some value, right? Yes or no? I need to get that value or not? Yes or no? I have to get that value. Based on the value, I can filter that item and then display the data to the end user. That is how the requirement. So how to get or how to read the route parameter, you know, we have a separate service is available. That is what we call it as, activated route. What is the service name? Activated route. I'll provide you all the notes. Don't worry. I have prepared like a complete notes, especially for this example, and I will give it to you. Okay. Activated route. When I say about activated route service, every service, guys, whenever you heard about like, okay, this is the service, then you must have to create the object of the service with the help of what? Constructor. So that what I can do, I am using, okay, private service. What service it is going to be? Maybe let's say route. Route is the name I have given, and that is going to be activated route, I can say. Shrikant, what is the purpose of it? Activated route provides the access information where, you know, in the routing, if you can send any value to get that particular parameter value, I use this one. And at the same time, I'm creating another service object as well, so that I'll be taking product service that what I am using. Amazon product service that what I can say. So this is how I'm able to get it. Clear na? Is this clear? I'm using two. Now what I want to do, first of all, I'll be creating a variable here, public ID, and the type is going to be any, and I'm just assigning some value here. And the next one is going to be whenever my application is going to be loaded, ng on init, then what I want to do, I wanted to get that ID. So how I can get it? ID, as I told you, we use a service that is activated route. Now here, this dot route that what we are having, dot, we have a snapshot, dot, we have param map is available, dot, get I can give, and here what you can do is at the time of creating the route, with what name we have created the parameter, what name here I have used? ID as the name, right? So that what you can do, you can just give that over here. That's it. Okay. And then I'm going to verify I'm able to see that or not, so that I can give this dot ID has to be given and save it and just verify it. Let me come back here. I'll go to my home and just right click and go to that inspect, and there we have the console, and see when user click on this one, am I able to get 5 or not? Yes or no? When user click on, let's say this one, I'm able to get 14 or not? Yes or no? So that means what I'm trying to do here, by using activated route service, I'm going to read the data which user has passed over the URL. URL is nothing but the route. Over the route, like whatever the value user has supplied, and I'm going to read that particular one and stored over there. And based on that, I'm going to get the data, so that what I can do, this dot service dot, I just wanted to have get the product based on that ID, and to this one, I'm going to pass the ID, and then I just wanted to go for a subscription, and then whatever the data we are getting, I just wanted to bind that to the current product is equal to data that what I can give. That's it. Clear? Any questions here? Again, I'm repeating why I use that activated route means here in this scenario, this is my home page. When user click on the detail, I'm able to send not only that particular, in that click, I'm going to send the ID of the product. Now to read this particular ID in Amazon detail, what I have done in the component, I use a service, activated route is the service. And activated route what provides that access information about a route associated with a component that is loaded in an outlet. Use the traverse route state tree, some blah, blah, blah. But generally 90% of the scenario, this class, I am using it in my practical environment with the help of, just to route. Okay. Now current snapshot is, see, this route object will contain the whole routing system. Snapshot is nothing but currently in which route you are. How many routes we configured here? How many routes we have? We have many, right? So this route object will contain the list. In that we have snapshot will get the current route. In that param map will get the collection of parameter. In that which parameter you wanted to get, that parameter name has to be given. Understood? Anil. Okay, snapshot means the current route, current activated route. Okay, na? Right. Now you see in my TS file, I'm able to get this particular data, and that data I want to display it in my another page. That is what my requirement. So how I can do that one? So that I'll come to here. Let's do it very quickly because I hope you know it already. Maybe I can say product details, I can say, and after that div a class as going to be the row, and after that div the class as going to be column 3, that what I can say, and after that DL, let's have the DT. The first one is going to be the title, where I can say product dot title, that what I can say, what it is, product only, right? Okay, very good. I am just using product dot title, that what I can say, right? Title, that what I can give, and after that I'll be having a DT. Maybe I can say price, and then I'll be using the DD, and then I'll be writing product dot. Okay, product dot. What is the next one? We have the price. After that we have the DT. Maybe I can say rating, and in the rating I'll be using, okay, if you wanted to display with some bootstrap icon, better look, what you can do is you can go with the span bootstrap icon hyphen star hyphen fill, that what I can give, and here you will be displaying the product dot rating dot rate, that what I can give, and after that let's have the DD, and then if you wanted to get the more details about it, because I'm displaying here just the title, price and rating. Apart from we have the description also, right? Description, title. There are like couple of items are there. For that what I want to do. Anyhow, I told you to explain the child routing. From here again, child. So how to create it? Just let's say in this DD, I'll provide an anchor tag which contains router link is equal to, I'm giving more slash, and I wanted to give product dot ID, that what I can say. And here I'll be providing more. If user click on this more, then only I'm going to display. And otherwise, like what I can do is I'll come back here. Let's have the div where it contains the column is going to be 9, that what I can say. And here I'm going to have a router link is equal to slash home I can give, and then back to home page. And this data, whatever we are having, I want to display over here, so that I'll be taking what? Another router outlet. Now save it, and then you can see when I click on here home, this is how it is. When user click on detail, am I able to display the details or not? When user click on here, I'm able to display like, couple of details here. When user click on, let's say, this detail here, I'm able to display these details over there. Understood? Tell me. Back to the home. Detail, it is giving me like that. But still, if you people wants to give more detail, then again, one more routing. But this routing, if you can observe, already we are in which detail, and in that detail, in 13th detail, 13th product detail, I wanted to see more detail on 13th product here, right? Yes or no? That means the child routing. Now here you can see it is completely the child routing is required. So do you want me to complete today? Or else it's already 10:20. It will get complete. Just bear with me for 5 to 10 minutes. And remaining, I will show you one. The remaining you can complete. Okay. Hope you understood, right? How to read the value from the URL route parameter. Are any questions in that? Any questions in that? How to read the value from the parameter? Right. I hope no question. I'll take it as no question, and let me continue. Okay, let me continue. So what I supposed to do is I'll go back to the routing again. Now here, when user has seen the details over here in the Amazon details component, and then if user click on here, you see there. Now when user click on here, this is the Amazon details component. Again, in that we provided a new link, that is what? More link, right? Yes or no? That is the more link. When user click on here more, then again we have to navigate to another one. That means first what we are doing, the navigation you can see. We are on the home page. From the home page, we are moving it to the details page. And from the details, again we are digging more into where? Another page. So that is the reason where now from here, I wanted to provide like, a child routing. From here, I wanted to provide a child routing. Shrikant, how to provide the child routing here? It's a quite simple one. Now what I can do, children, that what I can use, and how many children you people wants to have, you can give. Now what I can do, I'll be giving the path as going to be. What path I have given here? More slash ID one more time. Am I right? Yes or no? So that what I can do, I'll be using more slash. Again, to create the parameter, you can write colon and give any name, guys. It doesn't matter that we should always give that ID. Give a proper name, and at that moment, what component you wanted to load, I'll be having Amazon more details component. I'm doing what? Amazon more details component, that what I just wanted to load it over here. Now save it, and now you can just observe this, how it is going to be working. Local host 4200. Now you see, I'm sending the request over here. Okay, we have an error. Invalid configuration of the route. Okay. Maybe I'll remove it. Right. Now you can see, when user click on this detail and click on more, am I able to display the data here or not? Yes or no? Again, see, when user click on here, click on more. Now you see, I'm able to see the more product details here. I configured like a routing here, and then what I can do, I'll straight away go to this particular component and then read that particular data. So that what I can do, I'll go to the Amazon more detail component, and here also almost the same logic. There is no difference at all, almost all same logic. So I'll copy the logic and paste it here. This is the one. And at the same time, activated route is available under the routing library, and at the same time, this service is available under the service. That means this is the same, and the product details is also available there. Now what I just wanted to display here, I just have to display only, you can see, Amazon more details component. Here I have to display a div, and here I am going to have the div which contains margin bottom as going to be 4. Okay, and after that I'll be having that image. Okay, and then src is equal to product dot image, that what I can give, and I'm just writing the height as going to be some around 300, and the width as going to be some around 300. This is the one. And after that I'll take another div, and the margin top as going to be 2. Sorry, I'll take another div, and the margin top is going to be 2, that what I can give, and I'll be having a text area here. And if you wanted to provide all these details, you can. I'm just providing the number of rows as going to be maximum of 4 and columns as 40. And in this particular place, we just wanted to have the product dot, the next one is going to be description, that what I can say. That's it. So now you can see, when user click on here, home, and click on the detail, click on more, I'm not able to see. Okay. Why we are not able to see here, you know, what is the parameter name we configured here? Product ID, so that at the time of reading it, we should give the same name or not. That is the problem because of the copy paste, nothing apart from that one. Now you see, I'll back to there. When I select something, now then if you can click on more, now you can see that item is going to be loaded. Along with that, we have some description. Again, go back to the home. I'll be selecting this one. There you can find the image. When user click on more, I'm able to see that image, and then following with some text, that what you people can find it over. This is how the child routing works. This is how the child routing. If you can just click on here and click on more, again you see the bracelet, and then following with we have some content over there. Any questions? Any questions here? And so if it is child module, then how to load lazy? I'll tell you, lazy loading. I told you, I never told you to explain, but yesterday When requirement comes, I'll definitely told you, like, we will see one example. So please wait. Okay. Nested routing or child routing, anything is same, man. Nested means what? One route into another. Then what we are doing here? What we are doing? This is the route only. In that I created route. Same, right? One route into another, that is nested. Child route, nested route, there is no separate. Both are same. Okay. Okay. So that's it for the day. It's already 10:30, and we covered, like, how to work with route parameter and the child routing mechanism. And also one more I told you, route guards. I told you to explain the route guards, right, in the routing. Okay. Tomorrow, like, we will see how do we implement the route guard and also some implementation for this, and I'll share it with you. So please provide an example below notes only, please. Still it is not yet done. So see, Pavan, just you can think, how can I provide this example? How many times I need to copy paste it? Then do we have, like, if it is one component, then I can do that. But generally, just you can imagine how many are we have. For you, Amirpet standard is correct, man. It's not good to explain something more. Anyhow, that's it for the day. I'll upload. Thank you and have a nice day.
Recording stopped.